We have seen some programs under 8051 programming in C. It's a basic program. In this class also we will solve some more programs. Take down this program. Write an 8051 C program to toggle all the bits of port 1. So we know that port 1 it is the 8-bit port. Okay. So 8-bit in the sense we'll draw 8-bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is your 0th bit. 0th bit, first bit, second bit, third bit, fourth bit, fifth bit, sixth bit, 7th bit. So this one will not come. Okay. So it is a 8-bit port. It is a 8-bit port. So I wanted to toggle all the bits of this 8051. So one more 8-bit I will put 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It means that, for example, you consider here I am going to give 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. So you consider this is the data I am having in port 1. I wanted to toggle all the bits of port 1. So if I wanted to toggle all the bits of port 1 means in 0th bit what is there? 0. So 0 will be changed to 1. Here 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. It means that 0, 1, 0, 1 is 5, 1, 1, 0, 0. 1, 1, 0, 0 means it is nothing but 1 0 1 0 is A, 1 0 1 1 is B, 1 1 0 0 is C. So 5C. So after toggling, you will be getting 1 0 1 0. It is nothing but A3. So when you give 5C in port 1, it will be toggling with A3. That is all the bits of this port 1 has to be toggled. So here we will write a program to toggle the bits of port 1 continuously forever. First, to access all 8051 library functions in embedded C, we need to include the header file #include reg51.h. Next, I am going to start my main program. Since this program is not going to return any value, I am going to use a function void main function. Open. It is to toggle all the bits of port 1 continuously. The number of times it has to be toggled is not given. So whatever loop I am going to use, it will be an infinite loop. To have an infinite loop, I am not going to define any variable inside the for loop function. Instead, I am going to use a line terminator. Then it has to be toggled between two values. Here this port 1 will, this identifier, port 1 is an identifier. Whatever we have used in this program, it is wrong. We need to use it with a capital letter P1. So P1 is equal to 0x55 and P1 is equal to 0xAA. So between these two values, it will be toggled continuously without any time delay. That is between 55 and AA, there is no time delay. Just it will be toggling. Toggling in the sense, all the bits, that is 0 is transferred to 0 will be changed to 1 and 1 will be changed to 0. That is nothing, that is only toggling. Next program. Write an 8051 C program to send the values of -4 to +4. -4 to +4 in the sense -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It means that I am going to send the values from -4 to +4 to port 1. So we will start with #include reg51.h. The purpose of this particular line is to we can access all 8051 library functions in an embedded C. Then we are going to start the main program. So void main function. Then I have to start my original value. So -4 to +4 I wanted to send. So -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I am not going to mention the array size. Char my_num. So why I am using char in the sense, by default the C compiler will consider this particular data type as signed data type. Why? Because I am not using any keyword like signed or unsigned over here. The signed data type is of 8-bit. Though it is 8-bit, the data ranges from -127 to +128. Here I am going to send the values, negative numbers to positive numbers. Here I am going to send the signed numbers to port 1. That is why in this we are going to use char mynum. Mynum is the array name. Since I don't know the size of the array, I am going to mention it as an empty one. That is simply I am going to use opening bracket and closing bracket. Inside that I am going to pass all these values. Then one by one data I have to take and put it in port 1. For that, here how many numbers are there? 9 numbers are there. So we can write it as 0 to 8. So 9 means 0 to 8 it can be z plus plus. P1 is equal to mynum of z. It means that when your z value is going to be, when your z value is going to be 5. Okay, you consider z value is going to be 5. According to this, 0, it is in 0th position, first value, second value, third value, fourth value, and it is going to be your fifth value. So when z is equal to 5, the data available in port 1 is going to be -3. So when z is equal to 0, the data available in port 1 is +1. When z is equal to 1, the data available in port 1 is -1. When z is equal to 2, the data available in port 1 is +2. When z is equal to 3, the data available in port 1 is -2. So likewise, you can access the array values by with the help of your array variable. So mynum of 0 means mynum is your array variable. Inside that 0th position, what data is there, that will be transferred to port 1. So this is how you can send your values, signed values to port 1. So on this program, we need to write it in Keel, and the file extension to be used is .c to compile the program. One more program we'll write in the previous programs. So in the third program, whatever we have seen, here all the bits of port 1 has to be toggled continuously. It means that port 1, it is an 8-bit port. So all the bits of port 1 means all the 8 bits needs to be toggled. So 0 has to be converted to 1, 1 need to be converted to 0. That is only toggling. All the 8 bits needs to be toggled. Now we will see one program where only 1 bit needs to be toggled. Write an 8051C program to toggle bit 0 of port 1. So bit 0 of port 1 means it is your port 1, it is a 8-bit, it is your 0th bit, first bit, second bit, third bit, fourth bit, fifth bit, sixth bit, 7th bit. So it is a 8-bit port. Okay, so all the 8 bits have been represented over here. Here in this, I need to toggle only the D0 bit. So this will be your D0. It is your D1, D2, D3, and it is your D7. So you need to toggle D0 bit of port 1. It is your port 1, D0 bit of port 1. So it means that it is nothing but port 1.0. So this bit can be written as port 1.1. This bit can be written as port 1.2. This bit can be written as port 1.3. So in this, I am going to use only bit 0 of my port 1. It means only this D0 needs to be toggled. If I give 0 over here, next time while toggling, it has to be 1. So I have to define only this particular bit. We'll start the program. Hash include reg51.h. reg51.h is used to access all 8051 as library functions in embedded C. Then to define only one bit of my port, I am going to use S bit. S bit means it is a single bit. It is a data type that is used to represent only one bit of my port. My bit is equal to port 1.0. It means I am going to access the D naught in port 1. Then I am going to start my program void main unsigned int z. Why I am going to give z in the sense here I am going to run the loop for 50,000 times. So I need one variable for z is equal to 0, z less than or equal to 50,000, z plus plus. It means that whatever you give over here, it will run for 50,000 times. Here I have to use this my bit, that is port 1.0 to toggle between 0 and 1. My bit is equal to 0, my bit is equal to 1. So it means that my bit represent my port 1.0. So that port 1.0 first time it will be 0, second time it will be 1. So without any time delay it will be toggling, and this particular toggling program will continue for a loop of 50,000 times. These are all some of the main programs that we can write using 8051 in C for an 8051 microcontroller. Thank you students.